Recently, I caught up with a few of my friends during an event, and all of us are in the field of education, teaching, coaching, section head, school head. And during our short, very short conversation, one of them said that there is a dearth of teachers in our region. And I did not agree with that. I said it's not dearth of teachers, it's the working conditions of teachers that there is that's a real problem. That's why people are not agreeing to come into this. Now we had this very quick conversation, but that thought stayed with me, and it's been there for a long time actually. The working conditions of teachers. Now, why I said there is no dearth of teachers compared to a few years ago, what I see. This could, whatever I'm going to say, could be the frog in the well condition. What I see, number one, is more and more people are educated. Even in interior regions, there are more qualified people. Second, teaching is women dominated, at least in the ground level, there are many women. And today we have more women being educated and educated women. Then the third is families are more open for women to work, and even from communities like mine. And one more thing is the economic conditions of families are such that both the partners are required to work. Now, at the other side, there is a dearth of job opportunities. So now we are telling there is job opening and still we do not get teachers. It clearly means that there is something else beyond the number of people qualified to be teachers or wanted to taking up this job. Why they're not taking up this job? Growing up, I used to hear from my elders that teaching is the coolest job a woman can have. Like, they didn't say cool, but it was that 9 to 4 or 9 to 5 job. You come home, you're free and all that. But today, that's not the reality, especially after COVID. During the pandemic, schools entered our homes through our laptops, mobile phones, all the devices possible. COVID left, but schools never left our homes. Every day, even today, teachers are flooded with the messages, instructions. There are different groups to which you have to read the messages, absorb them, channel them, respond to them. There are last minute tasks, instructions, corrections, question papers, activities, worksheets, uploading marks is another headache, and you have to even enter this parents car response, and reminders and everything. I've been there, I've done that, I know what it is. I have my circles here in that area. Most of these, they slip in during our non-working hours. There are in schools, there are some schools which say the working hours are such and such. Beyond that, you need not work. But these slowly and quietly they seep into our working time, and slowly it eats up all our time, our family time, our me time. Every time it eats up. And at the other end, I also see professions, maybe doctors, maybe engineers, maybe a salesperson, maybe domestic person, help. Now they have their work time, duty time, but once they are home, home is home. But for teachers, many a times, home is still school. Now on top of all this, the salary, the pay does not match the stress, does not match the labor, does not match the workload that we carry. That's another part of the story. A few months back, there was this video of Mr. Amir Khan saying that teachers are nation builders. I don't know exact the word, I don't remember the exact words, but architecture, when he makes a mistake, it's just a building or teacher. That was an inspiring message where he was telling in teachers are nation builders, praising. But every time I came across this video, I felt like screaming and telling, Mr. Khan, we know we have heard this many times, 1,000 times, but this does not help us at all. The only thing actually that's keeping us in this profession for most of us is this, that we are shaping lives, but that's not helping, that's not solving most of our problem. People like me, at least, we all stay in this because of this pull. But there are many people like talented like you, Mr. Amir Khan, where you choose professions like acting maybe, or engineering maybe, doctor maybe. The nation builders, they're choosing profession which builds the infrastructure of the nation and not helping to build the people of this nation. The frustration is real. The pain is real. The burnout is real. The condition is really exhausting. And I know this is not just a condition in our nation or our place. It's there happening all across the countries, across the world, when we read and interact with people from different regions around the world. But there was a time when, many people, like people, at least like people were me, like me, myself, was, we had no other much option than to take up teaching. But that time is gone. Today, there are many other options. Unless we make this profession genuinely fulfilling and genuinely all around sustainable, we not get happy teachers, and unhappy teachers, we cannot make the best children or of a future generation. Behind every great leader, great person who is there has been a great teacher as well probably. But well, now let me end this. Like what I has how I started. Maybe I'm a frog in a well. Maybe I'm seeing only one side of the story, but this is what I see. This is what I have experienced. This is what many teachers around me are going through and telling me. What do you think? If you are a teacher, especially, let me know what do you think about this. Thank you.